Oh God, whoops! Oh man. Anyone else hand hurt? Like,
Alright, we're live.
we're live?
Yeah, well, not streaming, but,
You know. Sure.
as live as pre-recorded video can get.
Cool.
Oh, you're not gonna run us in no Great Dungeon Moguler?
Do what?
You're not gonna run us in no Great Dungeon Moguler?
Why would I run this in?
I don't know, it seems like the key.
Yeah, but you kind of invited me, so
But
kind of sounds like your job.
intro, go, now, have fun.
Welcome, many viewers, as we all know, to
all 7 of them.
all 7 idiots in one place at one time. I didn't think I'd get them all, but here they are. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about stuff.
This intro is so great. I mean, just
Isn't it?
Just high quality
Isn't it?
all the time. Nothing else but high quality.
Stay tuned. Alright.
Damn it. Alright.
Sure.
So, I guess I already prefaced this to you, but to the viewers, we're going to be kind of going over movies in general, but more specifically kind of the new ones and thought processes and all that fun stuff.
I guess.
Alright. So, what do you think about the new upcoming movies?
Oh man. Wow.
Damn it.
You know, I can feel how uncomfortable you are right now.
Oh, I'm extremely Anyways. Hey man, the more cringy, the more views.
Oh, I feel like that's not true.
I feel like it's very true.
Funny how that works.
Yep.
Which movies?
Well, so like specifically, I guess we'll go over my favorite 2 topics, which is Pacific Rim 2 and Ready Player One.
Sure.
Do
you feel like starting that conversation?
Yeah, sure, why not? So basically, the general idea is that I have Ready Player One,
which is a stupid idea.
Yeah, but you can't control what you read, and then they turn into a movie.
Simple. Don't read.
Yeah.
Duh.
Look, man. I'm just an idiot trying to move up in the world, and someone told me reading was a good idea. So.
Well. Oh yeah, I'm killing the maze. All right. So, are you gonna continue with that, or?
Okay. Yeah. So.
Leaving off there.
No, leave it off there.
What are you doing right now that's distracting you so much?
Food. Anyways, because I'm a professional and I eat in the middle of podcasts. Anyways, yeah, but basically, the general idea is I think that Ready Player One was always going to be the type of book that was going to be very hard to adapt into a movie form, but more specifically, especially a live action and not an anime.
Yeah. Sure.
Just because of all like the different references they bring in. And I just feel like they're going to do a bad job. I feel like they want to turn it into like a Viva la Resistance movie.
Sure.
And I don't think it's going to work out well because of that.
Yeah.
Because it was never really Viva la Resistance.
Sure.
Pacific Rim, though, I feel like there's a better room for discussion, which is kind of what a podcast is. Cough, cough.
Sure. What's up?
I feel like Pacific Rim was always one of those movies that didn't really have the capacity to have a sequel.
Sure,
Like it seemed one and
because
done.
its story was nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was a one and done movie.
Yeah, I could see that. But you know, you want more robots fighting monsters.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
mean, it's kind of hard to go wrong with that.
uh, excuse me.
You
There's a
just make it.
there's a little series called Transformers.
But that's because
I don't
they
know if you
they
heard of it.
it's because they left their roots. You know, when you leave your roots, what are you gonna do? Um, they started making the humans seem like they were the important part, which is ridiculous. No one cares about the human. No one came to see the movie for the humans.
What? No, no. I know when I went to watch a movie about giant fighting robots,
I'm trying to do
I
right now. Yeah,
I went to see it for the humans.
of course.
You know,
Yeah,
as you do. Like
absolutely.
Pacific Rim, it wasn't about the robots at all. It was totally about the humans, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I remember thinking to myself, being like, "Oh man, I am so invested in all of these people's lives."
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. I remember thinking, no, not the cool CGI robots. Definitely the humans. That's the most important part of what
Yeah,
I'm watching right now.
I was kind of like, "What are you doing right now? I'm not here to see what's going on with the robot. I can't. I couldn't stand that part of the movie.
Oh yeah,
I
it
was
was
sitting
so
there and I was just
annoying.
like, "What? What is going on? This is
Exactly.
not what I signed up for." You know?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Who watched Pacific Rim for the robots? No one. Not at
Seriously.
all.
Or the giant robots, nothing.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to Ready Player One because I don't think they're gonna do a good job with it.
Eh, well, it might be fun.
And after
Uh,
killing what is essentially 30 minutes of conversation for anyone else,
uh,
let's
yeah.
let's go on to classic movies and what are your favorites and
Classic movies and what are our favorites? Oh man, you really had this planned out, didn't you?
kind of. It's kind of like
Sure,
what can I facilitate for the conversation to go on?
sure, sure. Living that always open life.
Hmm. Oh gosh, no.
uh,
Please tell me that we will never go to always open level.
what? What do you mean? I want to know how you feel, Matthew. I want to know how this has affected you. And
Oh gosh, no.
are you okay?
I'm okay as long as we don't talk about always open again.
It's not that bad. It can be hard to watch sometimes. But it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Alright, fine. 24-hour stream, always open. Let's do it.
No.
Come on.
That's not what I mean.
To quote you, it's not that bad.
It has its moments. You know,
Every 15 episodes.
every once in a while they'll be all like, "It's Team Ruby's gonna do a podcast," and you know, uh,
See, but
where am I? Oh God.
I feel like you're only validating the Team Ruby thing because you like Ruby.
Well, that's fair. Okay. Well, apart from that, I missed that. What was the question?
Like favorite movies
Oh, sure.
and all that.
Dude, all about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Can you hear my dog?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Another part of the 7 Idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but Lord of the Rings was always great. But I was thinking more of like the meta of what um, freaking what am I trying to say?
Huh?
The meta of like movie talking, where it's
Sure.
like The Godfather, and those types of movies in general.
Yeah. Sure.
So, what are your favorites?
Hello?
Content.
Sorry. Oh. Anyways, continue.
I swear, you would think this is like some kind of unprofessional adventure.
I know, right? It's almost like. Ugh. You know, if we did do this like an hour ago,
Mm.
probably would have had time to deal with this. Anyways, continue.
Yeah,
We were
but you
talking-
see, if my computer didn't crash, we would have done this an hour ago.
Sure.
Um,
Good point.
basically, I personally would say I like Lord of the Rings the most, but
Sure.
out of filmmaking respect, I probably would give it to Godfather 1 and 2.
Sure. Haven't seen Godfather 2. I hear
Well,
it's good.
specifically Godfather 1 is what I'll say to that.
I watched Godfather 1 in film analysis.
As did I.
Boy. It was fun.
Yeah.
Like Sunny. What are you playing right now?
I am currently playing Undertale.
I'm playing Nier.
Well, see, here's the thing. Playing is an operative term because I'm also trying to eat my dinner.
Sure. Sure.
So the video is going to be as high quality as
Yeah.
the yeah, you know.
Sure, sure. I have hit one of my favorite parts of this game.
Mm.
Basically, it's an amusement park, and all the robots are hanging out here.
Mm.
So, it'll be quite fun. We're so happy.
I'm trying to beat supposedly the easiest guy in the game who I've lost to 3 times in a row before.
Sure. Good job.
Yeah.
I am hacking a robot.
Also, he is the easiest guy in the game because he
Ooh.
literally tells you how to beat him.
Nice. Anyways, thrilling
Oh yeah.
podcast going on right
Oh
now.
yeah, definitely. That I mean,
I have possessed a robot wearing a top hat, so I'm at peak happiness right now.
if I'm honest, I thought you would supplement more content.
Sure, sure, sure. I realize you're lame and boring. Need
Yes.
me, who's awesome. To...
No. I just thought your hours of making up D&D campaigns in the last minute would have
Making up.
would have allowed for some extra
Alright.
preparation here.
Here's the game. What are we talking about? Talking about The Godfather.
Yeah.
Godfather. Fun movie. Lots of stuff going on. What is this robot talking about? Hello, Machine Dreams. Anyways, huh. So.
Basically. Yeah, I have no commentary.
Cool. Nice. Thanks.
Yeah. No, but I guess something we can talk about now that I've gotten you into it is anime.
Sure. Let's do that.
So, I was wondering, like, which ones are your current favorites? I know you said something about Overlord.
Overlord. Amazing. Good show. I mean, seriously, like, just in its entirety.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I almost thought you wouldn't like Overlord for a couple of reasons. The main one being that there's like some kind of weird themes that go on with it, especially when you talk about like Albedo and
Yeah.
her like
Who I just are constantly obsessed with trying to sleep with the dude.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
That
The thing about it is, as you know,
Mhm.
I'm a pretty big fan of Fairy Tail, because watched it pretty long.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters being Juvia, I kind of just got used to it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, because I was wondering like why you were cool with that. Like I didn't want to just outright ask it, but it was like
Sure,
I
sure.
figured that was like a gonna be a weird thing.
Also followed by High School DDX. I mean DXD. You kind of just get used to whatever.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but I also watched one of my favorite, but one of the most disturbing scenes. It's when he's battling like the girl with two knives, and he basically
Sure.
just crushes her to death.
Oh yeah. That was
It's
yeah.
it's like one of those things like you're sitting there and it's like this is cool, but ugh.
Yeah, I can see that. Anyways, but yeah, a lot of fun watching that.
Mm.
I enjoy how just casual he is about all this stuff. And he's always just like, all right, well, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I gotta act like this now.
I feel like it's very similar to D&D in a certain way.
Yeah. Also, how much like all of his guardians love him, and he'll just be like, ah. They'll all be like, this genius, mastermind of everything, and he's sitting there like, what?
What do I
Ah,
do? Holy.
man.
He's like panicking and like trying to think of something like the
It's like,
last 2 seconds.
man, I really lucked out on that one. You're absolutely right, man. That is 100% what I meant to do.
Yeah.
Ugh. He's dancing over here.
So I heard you were gonna try to start watching Tokyo Ghoul. Any luck on that venture or no?
Right now I'm still trying to finish,
Soul Eater?
yeah. Which is getting fun. I don't like Medusa.
Yeah,
I find
Medusa.
her annoying, and I was really happy when she died, and really angry when I found out she wasn't dead.
Yeah, see that's
Not in like, I don't want this character, like it would be like how I'm angry at Adam in Ruby. I don't like him, but not because he's a bad character or anything. I just, actually angry at him. But Medusa, I just don't like being around. Just like the existence of the character makes me angry.
yeah. Medusa is kind of like one of those characters of It's like I don't think a lot of people like Medusa,
Yeah,
and it's just I think the way that they introduced the character made it very hard to like, because essentially it just started out with her like
sure.
being experimenting on Corona, and then like yeah, she also just gets annoying. Like at first she started out as a legitimate villain, and then she
Oh
just
yeah.
kind of moves into like this weird role of
Yeah. I do, however, enjoy Krona.
I do and I don't.
I find him fun.
I
Uh,
so what I'll say is I like the interaction between the Black Blood and Corona,
sure.
but
Yeah.
overall I found Corona as a character annoying.
Mm.
I don't know. I just don't like the way that he whines as
It's fair.
compared to
Yeah.
every other character. Uh, like it's weird because I tend to like or dislike characters that people love. Like for example, a lot of people like
Sure.
Black Star, and
Blackstar's fun.
I don't like Black Star for whatever reason. I just
he
don't.
he's just stupid.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna purposely lose to this guy for my third time because essentially,
Sure.
uh, I suck at this game, and
I'm hitting one of those points in near where I just
mm,
can't handle my hand positioning on the controller.
yeah, basically, I've taken what they call the pathetic route against this guy, and what you do is if you lose 3 times to him, he just lets you go.
Sure.
Like he takes pity on the fact that you can't beat him,
Sure.
and so I'm just gonna go that route because I can't beat him, and I'd rather not this entire game or this entire podcast just be me trying to beat this guy over and over again.
Boss fight.
Eh.
Gonna fight the opera singer.
I'm about to go into one of my least favorite fights, though.
This fight, I probably died on more times than any other fight.
Uh,
Anyways, what were we talking about?
we were
Soul
talking,
Eater.
yeah.
So,
you know what I'm actually kind of upset about?
What?
That we
Mako
didn't.
not being as cool as she looked in the first episode?
Yes. Also, m- death, like
Sure.
death, not
Yeah.
actually being as cool as he could have been. Like,
Sure.
I don't know how far you are, but essentially,
Yeah. Sure.
where are you?
Right now, the spider lady just appeared, and they are learning how to soul bond with more than just their weapon.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
They start dodging. Yeah.
I will ask this, and this might be a tiny, tiny spoiler. Have they gone back in time yet?
No, they have not.
Okay. Well,
I died.
because I was gonna talk, I was gonna talk about death,
Sure.
but I don't think I can do that without spoiling.
Sure.
Well, okay, it's not a spoiler, and you can kill me later if you want. But essentially, in when they go back in time, you're not here, but okay. When they go back in time, death is shown to be cool,
Yeah.
like just what you would expect death to be.
Yeah.
But he never reverts back to that. Like he never
Sure.
goes back to the cool version. And
Well,
so for me, that
I
was
think
kind of
what
a
you're
wasted
thinking as
character.
cool version is the very scary version that likes murdering.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but that's essentially it. And so it's kind of like I I wanted that death to come back,
Well,
especially
that's
because what
I think
happened.
that's just because you're an awful person.
No, no, no. I just wanted to see. Okay, so it's like the death is very cartoony. Um, so it's kind of one of those things of it's like, huh. It's just like I thought that with all the events, it would have been a more acceptable version of him.
Sure.
And I'm trying not to spoil anything for you, so it it's in that sense that I can't, and I'm kind of being ridiculously vague.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Soul Eater, and I think you'll really enjoy the next couple of episodes. But
Missiles. All right. Yeah.
again, again, spoilers, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess one thing we can kind of talk about
Sure.
is the general plans that we have right now, just in
General
order
plans.
for the
You
idiots.
mean like
The idiots, yeah.
the lack of them?
For
Is that what you mean?
I'm not talking about this podcast currently. I'm talking about the general plans for the channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. Oh god. Oh god. All right, continue.
You're not really helping by
Yeah, sorry.
by attempting
I didn't realize that I would be put in this boss battle today.
right now.
Oh man, it is. All right, continue
All right.
as you will.
So essentially,
Oh god.
I think what the new plan is that
Sure.
since I'm already doing the Undertale kind of run through while we're doing this podcast,
Sure.
we'll just stick this neutral run through up, and then
Sure.
whenever we have a chance, we'll do just the pacifist and the genocide run.
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Although the only thing I will say against that is I don't know what might happen So here's the thing: we could bring over my game file, which might make sense.
Sure.
But if we don't, I don't know if we can run one of the endings without having a neutral run through first, or
Sure.
both of the endings.
Sure.
So it's just a situation of it's a rough guess, but we might be
Sure.
only doing 2 run-throughs on the channel, or we might be doing all 3.
Sure.
In which case, you're going to be stuck with 2.
All right. What?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
Cool.
because
Cool.
I don't want to do the genocide run-through.
I don't want to do the genocide run through.
See,
I
but
feel like I suck at games.
see,
Do you
but
understand that?
but
I hope you do.
here's the thing. What you have to understand is that you suck at games, but I suck at games even more than you do.
I'm not sure that's true.
I feel like that's 100% true. Because like if you look at like For Honor, for example,
Sure.
I'm really bad at For Honor.
But that's just because you're stupid. That's I don't think that's anything to.
See, so I feel like you would be better at it.
It's because you fail to just attempt to learn the basic mechanics of a game.
I mean, I've attempted to learn the basic mechanics.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds.
Damn, man. With an attempt.
It's a hard game to learn.
It's a.
Unless you're Trey and you just cheat. Why don't we let Trey do it? Trey's good at games. Trey's unfairly good at games.
See, but here's the thing about it. What's gonna be more fun? You raging at a game for it being stupid, and having what is a potentially like 5-hour video of you trying to get through 1 or 2 guys, or having Trey come here and beat it in 2 seconds and it's boring.
I feel like if you want a complete playthrough, there's no way in hell I'll be able to do it. Is my point.
Well, so here's the thing. I'd rather have an incomplete playthrough with like
Damn it.
rage and like
Sure.
emotion than Trey just sitting there and beating it in 2 seconds. Because that's
Alright.
that's what we
Fine.
know is gonna happen.
Fine.
We all know that Trey's just gonna sit down. He's gonna like go to like the boss that we say is impossible to beat.
Yeah.
He's gonna beat it in 2 seconds, and everyone's
Sure.
just gonna be like, "Okay, cool, thanks." But at least with us, it'll be us failing and then raging at it. Well, I won't be raging, but you
You're
will
definitely gonna be playing once I get angry enough to hand you the controller and say you do it. God. Anyways. Anyone else hand hurt like crazy right now from the constant button tapping you have to do during this entire fight?
Consider no one else is doing that fight. No.
Here's the thing about it, is I have to hold my index finger down on the right bumper while tapping the right trigger as fast as I possibly can, so I can constantly dodge at that same time, keeping the camera in the right place and being ready to do super moves as well as normal attacks, and I'm about to die. But I'm so close to winning, no! Now I have to do it all over again.
Oh, great. Joy. Anyways, yeah, random spiel that has nothing to do with the podcast, but, professional.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin your topic?
Oh, yes, totally.
I'm talking about basically nothing. Sorry.
You're talking about, you're ruining our podcast, you're breaking up
Oh
this
man,
podcast.
I'm sorry. I had something to talk about.
Can't believe you try to talk about things. Shame on you.
You know what we should talk about?
Hmm.
Sea of Thieves.
Ah, yes. The game that
So,
I bought, that didn't buy, that, yeah.
That you foolishly bought thinking you had friends.
Hey, man. See, here's the thing about Sea of Thieves. It's just
Sure.
like, it was like, I thought it was cool.
Stupid
And it's
top-down
actually
part.
pretty popular, but the thing about it is like you said, I bought it thinking I had people to play it with. And the other thing too was that I also want it just because it's a good background. Like for
Sure.
example, like even though Undertale is a fairly interesting background, Sea of Thieves would have been much better. Like
Ugh.
seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Wait, can I hack now? Please tell me I can hack now. I can hack now!
Joy. Anyways.
Just fighting the battle like a chump. Now I'm gonna do it the real way.
Oh, are you gonna set a bunch of berserker traps around everywhere?
No, but that is the best way to play For Honor. Stupid missiles,
Uh,
stop chasing me, I'm trying to hack.
I'm about to fight one of the worst fights in this entire game. No matter what you do, it's just terrible.
Please tell me that succeeded. No, stupid thing. Anyways,
You were saying?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Really repetitive. Ugh.
Yeah, but I also feel like there's more content now. Now it's a full game.
Yeah, but
Cause
what I've seen of the full content, it still seems relatively lacking.
really?
Yeah.
Hmm. Doesn't seem. I mean, at least the Kraken looks interesting to fight.
See, that's one thing.
Yeah, but
That did no damage. Alright,
I mean, I can kind of see what you're saying, where it might be a bit repetitive, but I don't think it's nearly as boring as it was for us because
oh,
it was
sure, yeah. If you could have a bigger crew and, you know,
yeah,
just
bigger crew.
friends doing stuff. But
Yeah,
I feel like even that eventually just kind of, you know, slows down.
yeah, I feel like, but also I think that if you're really going for like the achievement kind of way of doing it,
Oh, God.
there's
Oh, God.
enough in it.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna die. I died. Anyways, continue.
Yeah,
I'm kind of at the all hell breaks loose part of the fight, so, you know.
I don't know. Yeah, but I feel like if you go for an achievement style playthrough, you're not gonna be as bored. Like if you,
Sure.
um, for example, I feel like the legendary ship would be an interesting thing to go after. Um,
That's even after I mean, you know, the there's not a whole lot of progress in it, you know? It's all just built around cosmetics. So,
I
at a
mean, yeah,
certain point, you're relatively bored.
yeah. I mean, honestly at this point, I'm kind of used to playing games that I'm bored with. Like I was thinking about putting that RPG that I'm bored with in the background of this one, because the didn't have anything else. But yeah,
This time for sure. Um,
this time we're gonna start a topic for sure and actually follow through. That would be appreciated.
no, this time I'm going to win the battle so I can focus on making a topic.
Fine.
um, so, um, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I had something important. I don't remember what it was. Um, so what's new?
Really, this
What's new with you?
that's
Oh, I'm
not.
sorry. You have a better idea. Please, enlighten me.
All right, fine. Favorite game, go.
Oh God, you're killing me. It is probably Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That's a tough one because I do love Dragon Age Origins, and Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess are amazing.
Hmm.
Can
Yeah.
I not dodge through these things? This is
See,
ridiculous. All right.
that was one of the questions that you ask someone, but you don't know the answer to yourself
Yeah.
because it's
So,
like
please enlighten me. What is yours?
every single game on the list you listed is one of my favorite games. Um, but I think I might have to go with Reach. And that's
Rage?
Reach, Halo Reach.
Reach. Oh, Reach is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically because I loved the campaign. Um, all the characters in it were just great. And
Didn't die.
I had a lot of just like fun times with friends.
Sure, yeah. That's why the not so great game Star Fox Adventures, or is it? No, Star Fox Assault, will still be one of my favorite games in my memory, even though probably wasn't that good. 'Cause, but I did play it a lot, so you
Yeah.
know. That Nicktoons Unite.
Yeah, but honestly, Halo Reach still to this day holds one of my favorite campaigns, and that's
Sure.
it's really hard for any game to beat that campaign for me.
I do love the Gears series. Uh,
Yeah, but isn't that also made by Bungie?
what's your point?
Uh,
Got something against Bungie?
I got something against Bungie since they sold Halo to Microsoft. Yes,
Ah, Microsoft's.
Microsoft's driving the franchise into the ground. If that was what you were about to say.
Um, think about it. Gears of War, one of the best games to play co-op. Just great for it. Just playing the campaign, you just have a buttload of fun. Golly, I hate fighting this guy.
What I will say is that it seems like
Yes. All right,
they
continue.
did the worst. They did the worst thing possible,
Almost done. Yeah.
which is they removed split screen somehow from a
In
Halo game.
Halo, yeah. Seriously, what is wrong with them?
Like, that's Halo.
Yeah.
That's like telling someone that you're moving guns from Call of Duty. It doesn't
Need
work.
health, need health, need health, need health. Please don't kill me. Oh, I leveled up. I'm amazing. Someone self-destructed for me. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so essentially it's like, to me, they removed the,
Be able to focus now.
the, the, the main thing of Halo.
Sure.
And it's like, well, so what's the point now?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the other thing too is from
That was
what
like the only reason I bought Halo games was to do couch co-op.
yeah, and from what I've heard and seen, apparently the campaign wasn't that great either. And that was
Yeah.
another major tenet of Halo. Like everyone,
I didn't bother finishing it because I couldn't co-op it. Through
yeah,
split screen anyways, yeah.
but it's just like to me is like selling off Halo could have been the worst decision in business history, or at least video game history.
You know.
Because I mean, come on, it's Halo.
Sure, yeah.
I guess
Um,
speaking of bad decisions in video games, Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
ugh. Uh, it won't look my way, you know?
Are you not excited?
This robot's having a mental breakdown.
Mm.
Anyways, no, I am not really excited.
Why not?
Because it kinda sounds like, Five Nights at Freddy's is hitting the end of its road.
Did you know he's about to release a fourth book?
Yeah, that... not fixing it.
Actually, I think it's the third. Technically, it's on the third in the
I,
series.
think it was almost dead when they released Sister Location.
See, here's the thing. I think 3 and 4 were not great. I
Sure.
think and I haven't actually played through the games, but just by
Sure.
watching.
Wow.
Again,
Fake fan? Much?
Yeah, another thing coming to the channel probably where I make you play Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyways, but
Sure.
basically the way that I saw it when I watched all of the videos on YouTube because I was too lazy to play the games, um, 3 and 4 were not that great, and they were not that faithful to like the original Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Such a fool.
but like Sister Location kind of returned it, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 6 or Pizzeria Simulator finish off the series in a really nice way.
Sure.
So while the world of Five Nights at Freddy's may not be over, I'm pretty sure the original game's timeline is over.
Yeah.
So if there's any other games, it won't be from either any of the old animatronics or any of the old kids or anything like that, because
Sure.
that's kind of wrapped up and done.
Sure.
I won't clarify too much because there's a lot of spoilers in what I'm saying, but essentially, long story short, um, yeah, it's kind of wrapped up, or the original timeline at least.
Yeah.
So, so anything involving game 1 through 6 is pretty much done,
Mm.
and even the unfortunate title FNAF World is done.
Mm. Well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Um.
Have you seen by any chance the game theories like Pets Cop?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I never thought that like a game would have that much hidden stuff.
Yeah. Oh man.
Cause it almost reminds me of like another Five Nights at Freddy's, but in a sense
Sure.
it's almost worse because it's real.
Oh yeah. Seriously. What is wrong with people?
I don't know.
Ugh.
Yeah, but I am actually rather um excited for the movie. I think because even though it's
Yeah.
probably going to be terrible, if they, I think if they build off of the books alone as kind of like a standalone, it'll be better than what people think it will be.
Sure. So.
What?
I don't know.
See, here's the thing. I, I need you to talk.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm reworking my inventory right now. So.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I didn't realize your inventory was so important.
Thank you. Yeah. I forgive you, but you know I won't forget. Almost done. Give me a second. One more thing. Let's need to optimize it, and let's see if I can find something. I didn't find something else in there. Anti-chain. No, not even close. Anyways, all right. I'm completely optimized. That was my problem with the fight. I wasn't having any of my cool stuff. I lost my slow down time thing. How annoying. Ugh.
Shush.
I know, right?
Oh no, insta win stuff. Why would you ever want to lose that?
Shut up.
Oh no, a game got easier. Such a shame.
Don't you dare talk to me like that with your nonsense of crying every time your barbarian got nerfed.
Dude,
uh,
I lost so much health.
Shut up.
You know I lost a ton of health.
That's not the point. Clearly that didn't help you much when it came to a fire trap.
Don't even get me
Anyways.
started on that BS.
Might be something to talk about.
Yeah, basically, long story short, I am not saving Jonathan ever.
The white flag. Did you? It had nothing to do with you saving Nathaniel.
No. See, here's the thing. I don't care that Nathaniel got saved, but Nathaniel has been such a little cocky.
Oh, seriously.
Like it is just the most annoying thing in existence because he thinks he's like some kind of god now, and it's like no,
Wait,
no,
is he that cocky now?
he's not that cocky. I'm kind of exaggerating, but he's like pretty dang cocky because he's
Sure,
like one of the few that survived and all that stuff. And
sure.
it's like no. The only reason you survived was
Because
because
you got stuck in a hole while everyone else is dealing with actual problems.
exactly. And so
Oh, dude, that fire trap though.
and so it's just like one of those things of I'm going to I'm just not gonna save him because it's like he's had so many breaks in D&D that it's not even funny. It's like
Yeah,
because he's been in situations where anyone else would have died,
sure.
but through either Trey self-sacrificing or just other random stuff that he
Yeah,
lucks out on.
absolutely.
So
That's that's just how he works.
yeah.
Like, remember how long Barcoda survived?
Oh yeah. See, here's the thing. I wouldn't have a problem with Jonathan surviving if he wasn't acting like it was some great feat. Like,
Oh, well, you can't just expect someone to survive and not be super cocky about it. What is this? Where do you
uh,
think you are?
realisticexpectations.com.
uh,
And it's like, it also frustrates me because, like, Birdo has decided that somehow he wants to take over.
oh yeah,
And so it's just like this power struggle where it's like, if you would let me fight him, I could probably beat him a couple of turns. But,
sure,
you
yeah.
won't let me.
Well, that's because we don't need the party constantly killing each other.
We won't constantly kill each other.
That's exactly what they'll do.
Ah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Anyways, so how long are we gonna do this?
Um. Well, so here's the problem.
Sure.
Like right now, we're at a reasonably acceptable time. But the thing about it is that considering there's about 15 minutes of dead space that I'm gonna have to cut out,
Sure.
we're gonna have to go for a little bit longer.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
Um. Good question. Actually, you know what? Since this
I
is
should kill
all,
every robot here, and
since
they
this,
could do nothing about it because they rely on peace.
damn it. Anyways, um,
Can
no,
I take over this person?
re-
No, I
re-
cannot. All right, continue.
really? Nah, but essentially the general thing is gonna be, do we want to bring D&D to the channel, and if so, how?
Beats
Because,
me.
well, you're the dungeon bungler. My bad, I almost said master.
Sure,
That's
sure.
weird.
Completely bungled this.
Basically, my question is this: is it's
Can I
like,
take a?
do
Yeah.
we want to do something where we bring in like like a set cast on
Whoops,
like
whoops,
on
whoops,
like
whoops.
re-
Oh, God, whoops, oh, man. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
oh, by the way,
Oh, God.
that the sounds that you just made totally going in. Anyways, um, yeah, no, but
Um,
the
guess what I just did?
huh.
I blew up one robot trying to take over his body, which in turn killed a bunch of other robots, one of which being like a main NPC. Huh.
Oh, good job.
Huh.
Anyways, yeah. So
Well, I'm
essentially,
gonna kill them. Might as well kill all of them.
damn it. All right.
Continue. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Say what you want to say.
You're really helping this conversation.
You're right.
So,
Continue.
basically, the general question is, do you want to do it to where it's we continue our current campaign and just start off randomly,
Sure.
or we do it where, like, let's say we have like a game day supposedly. What we do instead of just doing games for like 8 hours, we
Sure.
we cut the time in half, where we do games for like 4, and then we cut
Sure.
in D&D for another 4, and then those D&D sessions will be probably separate characters and everything like that. But we are just doing that specifically for the channel.
Um. Well, I I'm fine with really either way. I mean, we started a campaign and we haven't really gotten anywhere, so I feel like entering from where we are would be the craziest thing, as long as we told them how we got there. Because I mean, if you look at the things you accomplished, it's a whole lot of nothing. Should I feel bad about what I'm doing right now?
See, I would be okay with cutting into our current campaign,
Yeah.
but only if we did some kind of introduction.
Oh, absolutely.
And I will say that I do want it to be a little bit ridiculously over the top, like hoods
Oh,
and
sure.
like complete
I'm down.
Ordo Bodo level ridiculous stuff. Um,
Ooh. Yeah.
yeah, so I think that that's probably a better option because I don't really want to deal with character creation again,
Sure.
because you know how that goes. Someone
Yeah.
chooses magic, spends 50 hours choosing their spells, and then whenever we're in the middle of a fight, they don't remember what it does or how to
I'm
use
just an
it.
awful person.
Yes, yes, you are.
Anyways. Ugh.
Yeah, but I'm okay with cutting into the current campaign just because.
Yeah. I mean, tell me, what have you done?
I mean, we've done some stuff, but it's nothing.
Really, though, other than get banned from a place?
Well, technically, I'm no longer banned.
Right, right, right. Um,
You know, the whole death thing kind of removes most prejudice.
but bright side, now your characters have a backstory.
Yeah. Um. It's just one of those things of like, I, I'm not necessarily against the uh,
Sure.
the restart of a campaign so long as it's not terrible, but it's gonna be terrible because all these guys are idiots.
Yeah.
Ugh. Also, it's like we probably need. Wait, how many is there? I mean, I think we have 7 here,
Sure.
but I don't know, but I can't help but feel like maybe we're not the total 7 or something like that, because
I
I don't
don't know why you would think that, but sure.
I don't know either. It's just some weird feeling, but I feel like perhaps we should listen to the other voices of
Sure.
of whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really care who, but
That would make sense.
to see what they want to do with that. So,
Yeah.
because personally, I agree with you. It doesn't really matter to me, but for them, they may have personal opinions on that.
I mean, I doubt they do. Have you met them?
Yeah, but they may also want to keep like D&D sacred.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Clearly, our bunch of friends are like, oh man. Whoa. How? Seriously? Keep it sacred.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, like not on video.
that's they're ridiculous.
I don't know.
Uh,
I think
also,
I think Berto and Trey represented some of that feeling.
I mean, at the same time, they don't really care enough.
Yeah.
It's this is kind of how it works. Hello, peace-loving robots. I'm here to destroy you. I know you will not fight back, but I don't care.
I really suck at this level. Ugh.
This robot screaming no fighting as I kill its friends.
Wow.
It's dead now.
Maybe you'll like the genocide run. Never mind.
You know, I felt bad at first, but after I accidentally killed the main NPC, I felt like they had no reason to live anymore. So,
Mm.
oh man, the last 5 has you wave your white flags. I'll do this and blow you up.
You know, at first, I think I was completely okay with not doing all 3 endings just because of the fact that I'm playing this podcast over a Undertale run.
Sure.
But I feel like with like this game, I think it's going to be real important for me to introduce you to the game and all the
What is that?
characters in it. Well, so a lot of this game is kind of based on empathy.
Sure.
And so like not having you play through like at least one of the non-genocide routes, it really takes away from the gameplay of the genocide route.
Sure.
So that's just more
Yeah.
also for it's just also for the reaction side of it too, where it's like
Sure.
I think you're gonna have a better reaction to what's being accomplished, quote unquote, in the genocide route if you do a normal playthrough first.
uh, that's the last one. Oh, no. Hello.
I'm dead. Yep. Alright.
Oh, man.
Um,
I helped these people not too long back. They're the only ones left in the village. It's probably just a mercy kill now.
yeah, but just to confirm, you haven't seen anything from Undertale, right? Besides the one fight that I showed you?
Not a lot. Seen a little bit.
Damn you.
I've seen before we had the idea of the channel, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the only unfortunate part. Is like sometimes there's something that you see that it's like, oh, that'd be really cool to record or something, but you've already seen enough of it to ruin it. So like
sure.
any of the cool moments that people would be expecting you to react to, you're
Yeah.
just like seeing it.
Yeah. Ugh.
I just had the Soul Eater theme play through in my head.
Sure.
Great theme.
It's a good theme, yeah. Why can't I open this door? Let me open you. Anyways.
I really hate this person.
Me? Yeah, I know. I'm not a big fan of him either.
Yeah, both. See, one of them stabs me with literal glowing spears of pain and justice. The other one
Oh, I'm supposed to be here.
stabs me by not having any commentary at all. Anyways, that
Yeah.
I feel
Hey, they
like
respawn. Oh, cool. I didn't kill you all. That's so nice.
I feel like that's a slightly critical statement, but you know, whatever.
They're all back. Good
Uh,
for them. Anyways.
yeah, but
Ugh.
other than that,
So,
I guess I should talk about this now. But D&D
sure.
tomorrow or game day tomorrow?
Maybe. I'll see.
All right. Figure I might as well
Today,
bring that up.
yeah, today I bought a way out.
Hmm.
So, depending on whether or not I'm playing that, really. Also, if everyone else can come, because recently
Oh
It's
yeah,
been impossible to get everyone to get it together.
recently it's been everyone's Jonathan. I really hate this.
Why is that?
Well, so do you know like the mountain level in like Legend of Zelda where there's like random like circles that pop up and like meteors
Wait,
hit it?
in which one?
Just in any of them, like on Death
Oh,
Mountain.
yeah, right, yeah,
Basically, it's like that, except it's a bunch of spears,
sure.
and it's like 15 circles at once most of the time.
Well,
And
good luck with that.
since I'm bad at video gaming,
Oh man, how much should I invest?
invest in what?
This guy wants me to invest in his whatever.
$2.
Get me copper ore. I'm gonna kill you now. I hope you realize that.
You're gonna kill some random innocent civilian who's just asking you to invest?
I invested in his thing, and he
Dude, he just wanted a small loan of $1 million.
gave me nothing good back.
He wanted,
Filth.
he wanted, just,
Filth.
he wanted a small loan of $1 million, and he didn't give it to him.
Oh man, no, I gave it to him, and then his return sucked, so I killed him. Anyways. What's, anything else you want to talk about?
Um, um, hmm, good question.
What the hell am I doing? Oh my god.
That's a great question.
Alright.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Come on, please. I don't.
Pick the wrong game.
I really don't want to die here. I'm almost done with that level.
I thought I could play this game without focusing too much on it, but I am just.
Yeah, you're really like.
Uh,
I'm not
it,
doing so great myself. I'll admit to that, but
uh,
oh, um, yeah.
uh,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So the reason that I refuse to play the genocide route, I guess, and I can go over this here, is that
because you're gonna start crying because you love all the characters way too much.
no, not even that. I'm fine with murdering them all. It's
Yeah.
more of I
It'll get you sometimes.
it'll get to you sometimes, but also I've literally seen the genocide route way too many times.
Sure.
So basically I'll just watch it all the time, and I don't watch it all the time, but I know everything about it. So it kind of ruins any like surprise about
Sure.
something. So it's like moments where there's supposed to be like a good reaction. I just won't have it.
Did I mention that one of my favorite things to do in almost any video game is to go fishing?
Oh my gosh.
And guess what you can do in this game?
Fish.
Yep.
Why do you like to fish?
So much fun.
I actually dislike fishing, but you know, it is what it
It's
is.
just it's casual and you're just hanging out and you're just like and also like in this game when you go fishing, he puts up like this virtual kickstand and he just leans back on it as he
Uh,
stares off. Uh,
so I saw Nomad or Nowhere released on YouTube today, so I might end up watching that. But
yeah,
according,
it's fun.
is it any good at all?
Yeah, it's fun.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll like it because you're too focused on death and destruction, but
What?
fun.
I would never be focused on death and destruction.
Can I become that horse thing? I want to become that horse thing so badly. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. You saw me. I want to become you. Don't do this. No. Now I have to kill it.
Oh my gosh, this thing. I forgot about this guy. Well, I did, but I was hoping I could avoid him.
You know what the problem with playing two separate games in a podcast type thing
What?
is just
There's gonna be
what the
random.
hell's going on?
Yeah, yeah. See, here's the thing about it. Typically, a podcast is like sit down and talk, but I
I
can't.
feel like we need more people for that to be somewhat interesting.
Yeah, number one, we need more people, but number two, I just kind of knew in the back of my mind that there was no way that that was happening.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's just more of like, um,
Do I have eight?
it's
Yes, I do.
it was more of a situation of it just
I'm a
didn't
rat
seem
pig.
like it
I'm a
was
rat
gonna happen,
pig.
so I didn't want to waste my time insisting that we do it.
Sure. Makes sense.
And yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
great commentary. Yeah, it's weird.
Such great commentary.
So I guess we can now move on to one of my favorite topics in the world: Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged is so good.
Oh, it's just the best thing in history.
It's just so. It's just hilarious.
I I I love it in every single sense of the word. I mean, the other thing too is like they did such a good job of representing all the original characters.
Oh yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I very rarely find myself going, "Oh, that's a incorrect representation," and it's like the other thing too is it's like I think I've told people this. It's ruined the original Dragon Ball Z for me.
Oh yeah,
I, I
absolutely.
I literally cannot watch the original Dragon Ball Z because it's like
Yeah, it's like
you
yeah,
can
this is good, but I mean like.
it can be like 90 times better.
uh,
Yeah, it's just one of those things of
got a
I
seed. Yeah.
uh, I'm also really upset that they just haven't continued it. But it's like what can you do on that front?
Yeah.
It's like with Overlord. I loved Overlord,
Sure.
but it wasn't continued, and there was nothing I could really do about it.
So I got lucky on that. I entered halfway through the second season.
Yeah, you got like I finally understood what it meant to like see that because I saw a couple like my cousin do that with like one of the shows. I think it was Tokyo Ghoul, in fact,
Sure.
and basically he was a real big fan of it, but I just joined right as I think the second season was coming out,
Yeah.
and I was just like, haha, sucks to be you. And then now it's my turn. It's like really, gosh dang it, I was the original fan.
Yeah.
Although I will say I'm completely fine with the fact that I corrupted you and made you like anime.
Seriously, I hate you. You're just an awful person.
Nah, I'm an idiot.
You realized how happy I was when I was making fun of anyone who liked anime? Just, oh man, what weirdos watching that weird. Ugh.
Hello.
And like I was all like I would scream the stereotypes and what I've seen the stereotypes are 100% true and 100% justified.
Oh yeah, totally.
Ugh. But there's just something about it that's just annoyingly enjoyable. Oh,
Are you kidding me? It's amazingly enjoyable.
I don't like you.
What's wrong?
You're an annoying person.
Hey man, I appreciate the compliment.
Why can't the rest of anime be as bad as Sword Art Online? Ugh.
See, that does surprise me. You really didn't like Sword Art Online.
Wasn't good, and like the first season was okay, and then they had like the Alpine thing, which is just weird.
See,
It
here's
was
the thing.
uncomfortable.
I personally really loved like the first season completely, except for the Alpine thing.
Yeah, Alpine sucked. Oh man, Goliath, did you hear that? You didn't, because you can't hear my game audio, but, you know, they said Goliath.
Yeah, very helpful, man. Oh, this fight is such BS.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Um,
Oh my gosh. Right, so I have to survive this guy.
sure.
Oh, never mind. I'm safe.
Nice.
Ooh.
Good job.
Basically, I had 2 health, and this guy was about to pull out a bunch of knives on me, but turns out he only had 1 knife.
Nice.
Oh, please tell me it's Napsta. Oh, it wasn't Napsta. Okay. Yeah, this is a problem with. Yes, it is Napsta. All right, sorry. Yeah, this is the problem with playing different games. Is
Oh yeah.
there's
Yeah.
totally moments where it's like you really enjoy like a character or something, and like you're acting to that in game rather than actually
Sure,
talking.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we were playing the same game, we probably would have a little more duck up.
Yeah. Um.
um,
So
yeah,
let's talk about multiplayer games. Then.
sure.
Top 10 multiplayer games.
Top 10 multiplayer games.
Go.
Gears, Halos before 5. I don't know. Call of Duty. So shooters are usually pretty good for, because you know you can just sit down and be stupid.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Um, I don't know.
See, for me, I kind of agree with your list. I, I want to say Nintendo games, but I really can't think of one that was really great for multiplayer.
Smash Bros.
Yeah, yeah.
Always great.
See, but even then, it was kind of like it's never really like working together. I guess that's kind of like what I'm talking
That's
about.
not always true. There's things you can do, like teamwork, whateverness. Um,
You know what I will say is I did have a lot of fun with Guitar Hero as a multiplayer on couch.
um, Guitar Hero is just amazing.
Yeah.
Um, I'm supposed to be fighting this thing. Yeah, I should probably do that at some point in time.
Uh, I really wish we had a little bit more people because I think
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like
and there
it's a
things to be
situation.
talking between more people
Yeah,
as we do this.
or it's
Um,
like you can threaten someone or you know
right, threatening people is fun.
it's
Have
like
to climb the
we
apartment
we
complex.
can
Stupid
go
thing.
and we can go ahead and yell at Jonathan and
Nathaniel. What an awful person.
I know, really, like seriously.
Ugh.
Although I can't really be really mad at Jonathan too much because I throw a lot of stuff on him.
Well, I throw a lot of stuff on him too. That's kind of why I get angry.
Well, no. So here's what I mean. Like 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 especially in robotics, it's
Ah,
literally it's literally me going.
super dodging time.
Oh gosh. For well, actually, you're not. Technically, you're not wrong. For me, it is super dodging time. Super dodging time to get out of work.
Ugh. Nice, yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, it's like I don't want to do this. Jonathan, do it.
We talking about robotics and stuff.
Yeah, robotics.
That's why I was in robotics one. I had to do a lot of stuff.
I mean, honestly, it's just me
I
doing.
worked like an actual dentist works, you know, where like the nurse does most of the stuff, but then the dentist shows up to do like the big stuff. You know,
Yeah.
that's how
See,
that's how I work in robotics.
see, but here's the thing, I I do that, but I don't actually um do any of the big stuff either.
Good job.
So essentially, it's essentially I don't feel like choosing this. Jonathan, go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nathaniel's great for that.
Uh,
He'll just do it.
I'm sure he's thrown some stuff on me, and it's been like really, you're making me work. But honestly, it's like
Uh, the
I'll
thing
just.
though with Nathaniel is he, especially in robotics, because I could convince Mendoza that I did work that I never did,
Mhm.
and get 100 for assignments that
Mm.
I never completed.
Yeah.
Nathaniel was worried that I couldn't do that. I knew very well I could do that. So if I didn't want to do something, it was like, Nathaniel, either your paranoia is going to get you into doing more work, or the work's just not going to get done. So have fun. uh,
Uh.
robotics is fun.
Yeah. See, I think that's the entire thing. Is is it's like it's Jonathan understands that if I do it, it's either gonna be worse or it's just
Yeah,
not gonna get done.
exactly.
And so he just has to accept that as part of the
So it's a gamble.
unwritten contract. Yeah,
It's playing a game of chicken, and
we don't
no.
lose.
Yeah. I'll take the hit. I don't care. I am destroying this thing. This boss is way easier than the last one.
I just ran into the greatest place ever.
Oh.
Ugh.
All right. So, any anything else? I win. I'm awesome. That's right. Check me out,
Oh.
2B. Check this out. 9S Russ Brown.
You're. I'm just gonna stop trying to put you back on track. It's just not gonna work. Ugh.
So, anything at all?
Uh, I mean, I I thought you would have had a
Well,
topic,
what
but
do I know, man?
man, I mean, come on, Dungeon Bastard, you can't think of something in 2 seconds.
I mean, you know, I feel like there's a lot of working off of others.
Eh, you know.
I'm gonna step into my robot thingy and I'm gonna fly off because I'm awesome and I'm gonna start shooting stuff. Any questions?
Run.
Get my lightning sword.
That's real annoying. One of the things you're gonna learn about this game is like it actually makes like I think that you're gonna have an easier time on genocide.
Why?
Basically, um, a lot of the fights can be well avoided in genocide, or they can be cleaned up easier. Whereas, like in pacifist, you kind of have to do weird stuff in the middle of fights, and sometimes they last longer because
Sure.
you can't just hit them. Whereas sometimes in genocide, some of the hardest fights in the game are just one hits.
Oop. Yeah, I could see that.
Um.
I'm definitely paying attention to everything you're saying right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Oh, level 32, killed the giant robot, still awesome.
You really chose the wrong game, man.
I really did.
Like
Ugh.
don't get me wrong. I'm taking up a game that takes a good amount of
Yeah,
like
my hand hurts.
focus, but seriously, holy cow.
Sure, fair point. Fair point. Alright. So, I don't know. Do you think the podcast is gonna get any better from here?
So here's the thing about it. I think it'll get better, but I think like any other thing,
Giant crater. Yeah.
it's gonna take a while. Like I think that we, meaning both you and I, and meaning like the seven idiots in general,
Yeah.
we don't um know how to commentate,
Sure.
and
That's fair.
we don't know how to like keep on talking
Sure.
because we're all antisocial, wonderful.
Years of practice.
Yeah, we're all antisocial, so we don't have any practice like actually just talking.
Sure. Sure.
And
Yeah.
so it's like once I think we get used to like commentating and kind of trying to keep up the interest,
Oh yeah.
it'll work out better. But until such time, it's going to be kind of
And luckily, no one's ever gonna hear any of the things we said in this podcast.
oh no, there definitely are. But yeah, I think
Good
it's
practice.
I think it's just gonna be like one of those things of like it's not gonna be good until we have enough time to really get used to like just
Sure.
being entertaining for longer periods of time, or unless we have something really interesting to talk about. Like I think one of the things we could do is like stuff like a full kind of like talk about DBZ Abridged. Like we could just have an entire podcast just dedicated to like that. And I feel
I
like
feel like we lack the ability, right now, anyways, hold a conversation that long on one topic. Stupid drill things. I
see,
hate these
but here's the
things.
thing that I will say about that. To me, it kind of seems like with DBZ Abridged, at least, there's there's a lot to talk about.
Ow, 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 ow.
Like there's a good amount to talk about.
Sure.
Sure, we
Say that about a
covered.
lot of things.
Sure, we
We were
covered.
supposed to be covering movies on this, remember?
You know.
Remember how long that took? Solid 2 minutes.
I will have you know it's about 14 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
Premium content.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna die. I'm in super dodge mode right now.
I feel like I'm gonna waste a bunch of time editing this, where I'm gonna
Super
take a bunch of
down
clips of
home.
you yelling out in sheer panic and uploading them.
Ah, I did it. I did it. I'm gonna start fishing down here. Because fishing's awesome.
Yeah, but again,
Fish.
I don't think we're always gonna be this terrible. I just think that it's gonna take us.
I guess we'll see.
I mean,
I am not catching anything. This is ridiculous. Did I get something?
I think it also just depends on whether or not we continue this
That's fair.
based on college.
That makes sense, yes.
Because it's like if we continue it, it might be doing okay, but if not, we might be
Yeah. So, any plans when we're gonna end this thing?
So here's the deal. I think that we probably got. I want to go like another 15 minutes. We can wrap it up here, but basically we've been going for about an hour and a half,
Sure.
and it's like in reality I'm probably gonna be cutting 40 minutes. So I'd rather have like an hour if we can get there.
Sure.
So an hour and 45 worth of just whatever
Alright.
might equal an hour if we're lucky.
It won't. But,
You know, is what it is.
Ugh.
You know what? I do have an idea about what we can talk about a little bit.
Please enlighten me.
So I think we should probably talk about potential ideas for like what we should be doing for like 24-hour streams when we do them. Because I don't
That's
want to make them a common thing, but it's kind of like one of those things though, like I would like to
like
choose an activity that.
real type deal. Because, I doubt we're ever doing one.
I mean, we might. You never
We
know.
might.
But yeah, so what do you think is the
I don't know.
good
Uno
idea?
seems fine.
What?
Uno seems fine.
Yeah, well, so the Uno thing I think is gonna be something that's gonna take too much convincing to do.
I'm sorry. Do you want to do something fun for 24 hours? Yeah. Nothing's fun for 24 hours.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but I think we could do things like ridiculous board games, just board games that are known for either being stupidly hard.
Oh, we can play.
Seven Deadly
Dear Lord.
Sins, and
Ugh.
and like those types
Yeah.
of games where it's just like it's gonna be annoyingly difficult.
Yeah.
And then I think like also we could do basically a game series um, where we choose like a series of games and we just play that for 24 hours.
Sure.
So like Halo, Assassin's Creed, or Five Nights. Although
You know what's annoying about Assassin's Creed?
Hmm.
Back in like Brotherhood and whatnot, they made the thing the online was like the Assassin's Wanted game or whatever.
Oh
And
yeah.
they continued it to Assassin's Creed 4.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and then they stopped it.
And then they stopped it. And then they made Unity, which sucked.
You know what? I've had Unity for about a year and I've never completed it.
It's not good.
One of the things I think for me, is that I want to do a Five Nights at Freddy's just full completion stream,
Sure.
but I feel like it would have to be 24 hours. And now, it seems kind of ridiculous to say that because it's Five Nights at Freddy's and it's like how long can that game really take?
Yeah.
But it's like with at least 2 and 3, there's
Sure.
like 20 mode, which
Sure.
is ridiculously long stuff because that's like hours and a couple hours depending on how skilled you are.
Yeah.
and in that
Oh,
case,
playing econ. Oh, Adam. Alright, yeah.
those will take a good amount of time. But also, like with 6, I have this expectation that that thing will take a while because I don't know if you ever watched any of it, and you shouldn't if you haven't.
Sure.
But 6 is 6 is absolutely ridiculous with the amount of Easter eggs. Like it will take a while to do all the Easter eggs. So that's like if we're really running like on time, like we finish each game in like an hour.
Sure.
6 might cover a good amount, and then we can switch to something else. But like 6, I would bet would take a couple hours.
I'm just beating the crap out of this. Yeah, I can see that.
Or my other thought was to do a Undertale 24-hour stream and see if we could do
I
almost
feel like you're
all
too
of the
addicted to these two games.
Yes, I am. Anyways, yeah.
Like,
Well,
you know,
I want to complete them is basically it.
Five Nights at Freddy's cool and all, but I mean, you know.
Well, you're not really giving me any ideas here, so it's kind of going off of the top of my brain, and that's what I think.
Well, you know, it's fair. I'm not saying they're bad ideas.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just saying, you know.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just don't know what else to do, you
No,
know,
that's fair.
for 24 hours, because it kind of seems like, because personally speaking from experience, you know, a 24-hour stream is just one of those things of like,
That you shouldn't do ever, and it's an awful idea. I agree.
no. It's a wonderful idea, except
This is,
it's it's a wonderful idea in the sense that
is it though? I don't think it's ever been wonderful
it's
in
a
any
great
sense.
it's a great idea.
It sucks.
It's an amazing idea.
No one wants to do it, and you know why? Because it sucks. Crazy how that works. I know.
No, people wanted to do it.
Yes, because people are. Ugh, God.
Achievement Hunter has wanted to do it.
That was more. That's charity is always a good.
Yeah, see, I'm
The
not.
thing about it is you don't like people.
See. Here's the thing. I'm not saying to not do it for charity. I'm just saying we do a 24-hour stream and it will always probably be for charity.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not saying, oh, I want to spend 24 hours playing games with you guys. No, I'd
That's
much.
exactly what you're saying because you won't let it go, and I
Yes.
know it isn't because you love the world.
Actually, I'm pretty
Oh,
charitable, man.
shut up.
I'm not even joking about that. I do believe in charity a lot. See, but the thing about it is that it's kind of one of those things of it would have to be a group consensus to do it because there's no way that I would waste 24 hours.
Yeah, our group doesn't like that. Remember how difficult it was? Remember how impossible it was? Remember the stuff we bought for no reason?
Yeah, I do.
Ugh.
It's just one of those things of I'd rather not remember, but
Anyways, yeah. Please tell me there's a thing down here. There's a thing down here. Yay. Hey, what's up?
I just looked over at the recording screen and the character that I'm finding has a giant 7 over their forehead from our logo.
Nice. Transport to the bunker. Go to B. Ugh.
Ugh. All right.
So,
I I think with that death, we're gonna wrap it up.
Alright, cool. He killed
Thanks
his
for coming
father.
out and completely wasting your time with us.
He killed his mother.
This is the 7 Idiots. Bye.
I was clearly paying attention to you. I was talking about some pretty important stuff there.
Alright, fine. Sign us off properly, yo great dungeon bungler.
No, it's too late now. And I already did. But
No,
it
you
was too
didn't.
late. I'm not doing it again. I'm sick of you.
You're
and I
doing
don't
it
like
again.
You. I don't like you. I don't need this. I'm done.
Do it again.
I'm done.
Do it
Quitting
again.
the game. Hate you. That's it. Out of the group. Goodbye, devil scum.